Good morning. I'm Juliana. I go by Light of Wonder. I hope you're having a fabulous, beautiful, wonderful, magical morning. Guys, on my channel, we focus on gratitude, positivity, loving ourselves, expressing ourselves, having compassion and empathy for others, putting ourselves in other people's shoes, and teaching others how to respect us and treat us with kindness, love, and respect. Because at one point we did not. And so it's all about learning to take back our power by teaching love. Because we did not come from love. And I don't live with regret today. I don't live with guilt today. I don't live with shame today. I don't live with any of those negative emotions today. But every now and then it hits me and I'm like, oh my gosh, why couldn't I see it? I was talking to a young gentleman yesterday and I asked him a question. And he said, I'm just happy to live. And I'm like, what? What do you do with your time? Like, what brings you joy? He's like, living? And I'm like, living? Why couldn't I get it whenever I was 6 years old, you know? But it's okay. Because now I'm teaching love and I'm basically really there for you if you're struggling. Because don't wait until you're 70 or 60 to change your attitude. Okay? Start now. Right now. Counting your little blessings, expanding on the little things, cherishing that bird tweeting in your ear. It's all about changing our perception of reality. And when you go through enough suffering and challenges and chaos and dysfunction, you really don't have a choice, because you either continue to go in the chaos and dysfunction and eventually end up in prison, jail, or dead, or you decide to turn your life around. And that's what I've had to do for myself. I used to be extremely negative. I complained about everything. I was very critical. I was judgmental. I was ungrateful. But that's okay. I was selfish because my addiction was the most important thing. I loved alcohol so much. I would screw people over just so I could get my alcohol. My alcohol was so important to me that if you didn't have a party and there wasn't alcohol there, I was out. Peace, deuces. And it's quite disturbing to me that I lived this way because I was a selfish human being. And I've had to turn my selfishness into selflessness. And part of becoming selfless means it's not about us anymore. It's about what can I do to add value to my community, to the person in front of me. And we have to dissolve the ego. And the ego is basically created by fear. So we walk through our lives fearing the day. So we do everything in our power to basically manage the fear. But what we end up doing actually is neglecting our own feelings and emotions, sabotaging ourselves, abandoning ourselves over and over again. And the reason people abandon us is because we abandon ourselves. Because when people love themselves, they aren't going to hang out with someone who's abandoning themselves, who's suppressing themselves, who's not loving themselves, who doesn't feel good in the presence of another. You know, when we take care of ourselves, we take care of others. It's a reflection. So if you're not taking care of yourself, you're probably not taking care of others. You're probably not having compassion and empathy for others. And I lived this way for a long time, so I would know. So whenever parents pass me and their eyes are all red and bloodshot with their child, and they're like refusing to make eye contact with me because they can't stand my positivity, I really feel sorry for you, because you need the most gratitude. Because I used to be like you. I used to have bloodshot eyes. I used to be a negative, critical human being and find positivity to be the most annoying thing in the world. Happy people used to bother me. And then I found out something. Happiness is a choice. If we don't come from love, we are going to be looking on the outside to fulfill us. People, places, things, activities, excitement. If we're not happy on the inside, then we're basically going to look for experiences, vacations, people, things to fulfill us. And joy is the state of being grateful to be alive. And so what I like to do with my time to make my time more valuable is I like to make other people smile and laugh. And if you can't appreciate that, then you're absolutely miserable. And you might want to look at that. If you're making fun of me, if you're judging me, if you're criticizing and complaining and flipping me off, that has more to say with how miserable you are. There's this one old lady, she passes me and she flips me off every time I see her. And it just makes me want to give her even more love. Because love, guys, is uncomfortable. Love is weird. Love is so weird if you don't come from love. Love is creepy. Love is, what's the other word? Love is scary, you know? Love is scary if you don't come from love. Love puts you in a fight or flight if you don't come from love. Love puts you in a mischief, like when people are being kind to you, you might take it as maliciousness. It's wild, it really is. But here I'm really just for you, to remind you to be grateful, to count your blessings, to open your eyes and be present and conscious, awake. And it's so funny when someone is behind me and they're slamming on their gas, right? And they're trying to get somewhere really important. And I'm like, dude, that job is really not that important. If you knew that our time is only so valuable, we only have so much time here, and you're more focused on getting to that job for survival instead of actually cherishing the little things. My own perception has changed, such a gift. But don't wait until you're 50 to change. Don't wait until the diagnosis takes place. Don't wait until your whole family hates you. Don't wait until you have absolutely nobody. You have to love yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You have to express yourself. You have to feel your emotions fully. You have to find healthy coping skills in order to enjoy your time while you're here on this planet. And we're all here in deep connection, love, and unity. One step at a time, guys. We're doing this together today, the only day we have. So encouraging you today to open your heart, to open your eyes, and to look a little closer if someone's doing something. Instead of judging them, observe them. See what they're really doing. The imagination. Get in touch with your imagination. It's about making the best of our experience. Bye now.